Gorak.
What's up, bro?
Let me tell you about my weekend. Bro.
Please tell.
As you saw on social media, I went to the OVDJ camp out. Now, if you live in the Belmont County area next year, you need to come to this. This shit is fucking amazing. It is like a stoner festival where we camp.
Is that the one with Muck Sticky?
Muck Sticky headlined both nights of this festival. I actually performed. I was brought on stage and I did stand-up comedy, and I might be doing it next year if he has time. I'll ask him. But
That's
bro,
awesome.
it's a stoner camp out, and dude, it was fucking the people, the vibes, love, like there's just love in the air, dude. Like it was awesome. There's a lot of cool people. I met a lot of cool people. I felt like a fucking celebrity in that bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I was walking around, people was like, smoke this, hit this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't smoke like that, but I do on special occasions, and this is a special occasion. The food was fucking amazing, but there is something that I picked up, Gorak, that I want to show off. I'm going to let you advertise yourself, talk about what you've been up to. I will be right back. I'm grabbing it.
All right. Hey, guys. It's your friendly co-host, Adam G. Gorak. Hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. I had an all right weekend. Shit, what have I been up to, man? It's been a pretty crazy week. All I've been doing is just been working a lot, hanging out with my missus, my partner, Jody. I know you support this, and I appreciate you. But it's getting hot down here. It's getting crazy hot, even though we're in spring. But I kind of feel like it's going to be a very, very, very dry summer this year. But yeah, it's been pretty cruisy for me. It's been working a lot, and nothing too exciting as I'm waiting for Mike because he's probably getting something that he's going to show here. Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. But yeah, and here he is.
All right. I'm back. Hold on. Let me bring myself. There we are. Bro, I get to this camp out and we're hanging out. And yeah, I'm smoking and all that shit. I'm a medical patient. Don't come after me. We're smoking and all that shit. And somebody told me, do you like coffee? No, you like coffee too, Gorak.
Yeah, who doesn't like coffee?
Like, I love coffee. Like, I'm running back and forth telling people there's this nice vendor that has like amazing food. I forget the name off the top of my head. I apologize. But I was like, they have amazing food. And somebody's like, no, have you had the coffee? And I'm like, what coffee? Like, there's this lovely vendor who's a head shop selling like CBD products. Ask him for the coffee. And I'm like, I go over there. It is THC infused coffee.
I saw that on your Instagram or Facebook post or whatever.
So I tried it, and he had like infused chocolate syrup too to go with it. No, I must say the coffee I tried without the syrup this morning. And I'm going to do a little review on only strains as well. This coffee's fucking killer. It is amazing. I'm on it. I drank it this morning. I'm feeling the effects of it right now. It is amazing. Strong coffee. It is a Colombian. This one's a Colombian medium roast. I don't know if they sell different types. But as for THC, it is not that bad because it's a 1-1 mixture, which means it has the same amount of CBD as it does Delta 9 THC, which means it doesn't give you like as high of a high as you would if
high effect.
Yeah. What it does is it pretty much levels out the anxiety that coffee gives people. It is fucking great coffee though, and it tastes just like straight fucking Colombian. And this particular company has actually been tested like different, like it's clean coffee. It's been tested for different minerals and shit. So it's fucking awesome. But yeah, bro, it was a great weekend. I did stand up this weekend. I got
Fuck
pretty
yeah.
fucking blazed. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I smoked probably about, I don't even know how much, because my buddy Billy, he owns his own shop, Holistic Cloud. Go check him out if you're in town. He's got two of them in Belmont County. He has one, and then he has another one in Steubenville. I forget what county that is, but out in Steubenville, Ohio. He rolled a 6-foot rose petal blunt. Now I don't know, but that's pretty fucking big. That hog was that
Do you
big.
have pictures?
We got pictures. I got a picture of me and Muck holding it up.
Should post it up on here.
I will once.
Yeah.
It's not. It hasn't been sent to me yet. I will post it. Muck, Muck, the whole crowd, everyone, Billy, everyone, fucking smoked this hog. Now it wasn't in one piece because we had issues lighting it, so we cut it into sections. But I probably smoked about half of that.
And you would have been baked as shit.
That's not all I smoked though. I had the coffee that morning. I had I had the fucking half that blunt. I had whatever other people were handing me. Like I was having fun, bro, and it was a great fucking weekend. Great food too.
Fuck yeah, you had the best weekend. Like you're going to the festival, you did your little stand up, you smoking some blunts, and while I was at work getting fucking rimmed.
I'm sorry, bro, but I got to go back to the real world soon too, so don't worry.
Shit, man. Like been going from early morning swims and shit like that down to rock pools and that. Fucking.
Hey, bro, guess what? Since we are back to reality, we're talking about how great life is. Let's keep this amazing life train going, shall we, real quick? Because we do have, not September 15th though. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Next week, is it?
We have Gary Peterson of the Guess Who. Let me make sure I get the right fucking billboard shit going. That one's for this week. Sorry, guys. I had a long fucking weekend, but we do have Gary Peterson coming on the podcast. And here it is. Without further ado, we have, I don't know where the fuck the flyer went. That ain't it. That's just a picture of Gary. We have him soon, very soon. I have the date written down. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, it's so good. I think it was like the 20th or something, like 20-something.
20-something. I've got it. It's just getting the flyer. I want to be more professional, and I'm doing a great job. Let's talk about that much. Here he is. We got Gary Peterson of the Guess Who on September 29th, live at noon Eastern Standard Time. The 29th falls on a, hold on. It's next Friday. Not this coming Friday. It's next Friday.
Okay, cool. So 2 weeks.
Yeah. We have Gary Peterson of the Guess Who. We are going live Friday. I've also got announcements that I'm going to make over the next course of a few months that might blow some people's minds, including our own. So we got a lot of cool shit coming up. Gorak. One of the things, I'm not announcing when or anything because I don't have a date yet, but our old friend Muck Sticky is coming back on the old pink sock. I spoke to him about it. He is coming back on here. So we will.
That'd be cool. That'd be good. I'll be there for it.
That's a good fucking time. It always is a good time. Now, Gorak, before I get into some,
can I smoke my smoke my fake cigar?
You can smoke whatever you want, dude. We don't judge here. Before I get into like what happened this weekend, like some stories, like some funny, cool stories and shit, let's have Gorak tell us how his week went.
My week was fucking, bro. I know that the people at work won't watch this, so I can just talk shit.
Good talk shit.
But it was a pretty hectic week.
Pretty hectic. You work in the food industry, so do I. So I feel it, bro.
It's crazy, yeah.
I'm thinking about getting into the waiting industry, like waiters and shit.
I don't think I could ever do it because like people, the whole complaint thing and people bitching about it's just like get the fuck out.
You'll have that, but the thing is though, with being a waiter, depending on the restaurant and how busy they are, you only have to work like part-time and you make enough money off tips alone.
Yeah, yeah. I at my work I'm an all rounder. I do the till. I fucking listen to complaints. I fucking cook, prep, clean,
Dude.
the whole lot.
They have you doing
Does
some
my hair. It's crazy, yeah. It's if it's
Do you,
quiet and you're by yourself, it's fine. But if it's like busy by yourself, not fine.
do you ever get tips?
We do, yeah.
That's good, dude. That's good. You make good money and you get tips. Like that's all you can ask for in a job like that.
Sometimes we do. I remember. I think like it was me and somebody. Someone gave us a $20 tip, and we just split it into 2 10s. It's pretty cool.
Dude, that's fucking baller, dude. Like you're balling over here. Greg, when you come to the States though, you need to have some infused coffee with me. I know you said you want to try some cannabis. That'd be the best way for you to try because it's not you're not gonna be like fucked up. You're gonna you're gonna be like level.
Mm.
Bro, this weekend I can't even begin to explain what all happened this weekend. And I appreciate everybody listening. I'm a little medicated this morning,
Yeah.
so bear with me. But dude, amazing weekend. I made a lot of great connections. This podcast is going places. Now, I know I mentioned changing the name.
Yeah.
Not doing it.
You're gonna leave it?
I have a game plan where we're keeping the podcast because why should we change our humor and who we are? And Muck told me that. Muck is the one that actually talked me out of it. He's like, dude, like you're you. It's funny. It's cute. It's like
it's funny. It's cute.
Yeah, it's
I wouldn't go as cute, but it's funny. Yeah.
It's a cute name though, is what we're getting at. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's innocent, but it's not. Is what the point is.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, we kind of are that. We're some of our conversations aren't innocent, but we mean it not in a hurtful way. We just mean it in like a funny kind of way. So that's kind of like what this podcast is. But I do plan on doing a secondary podcast where it's more like guests that are more comfortable and it's more of like a sit down and talk instead of like, if they're not comfortable being on a show called Pink Sock, we're going to have like an alternative, like a daytime show kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. We don't want to make anyone awkward.
Yeah, like Pink Sock is designed to make people comfortable, but there's a lot of people that feel they can't promote something with that name attached to it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I want to be able to reach everyone. Not everyone. You're not going to reach everyone, but you know what I mean. I want to be able to reach more people. And like this weekend was fucking baller, bro. I can't wrap my mind around it, dude. It was a crazy fucking weekend. We were camping in tents. It was fucking, dude, like cold as shit, but worth it. Like I went through the war is what I felt like. But it was like a good happiness. Like,
what season you're in, guy? What season are you in now? Winter?
Not
winter.
We're transitioning from summer to spring right now. So
spring.
Starting to get real cold and shit and rainy.
Oh, really? We're in spring now too.
And it was cold. It was rainy. It was fun. We all came together as a fucking community, dude. And shit's growing, man. And I'm not just saying this to be cocky or nothing, but we need to keep up with what we're doing in this area because I think we're gonna blow the fuck up, not just in this area, but we're gonna expand and like be able to be like known. And the thing is I'm not doing it for fame. That's not what I'm saying. But if I do make it, and if we make it, we need to stick to what we're doing, though. We need to stick to the community. And I don't just mean like Ohio. I mean like people that are connected with us. And we need to get like cross-platforming and shit and help other people grow and like stick to interviewing little acts. Like, yeah, we would have bigger names on because they're just people to us. But like what society considers not big or whatever, I would love to have on the show to help branch them out too, because that's how we make it. We don't make it by being like, hey, all these people know who I am. We make it by like, hey, I know a guy who knows a guy, like shit like that.
That's how it should be.
That's how it should be. We're not
well, no, but then I think people overreacting the name.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't people. It wasn't people. It's just I came up with the assumption because I've had people say that it doesn't feel like a nice fit for us.
Mm.
And like, I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable either. But at the same time, I don't want to change who I am.
Yeah.
Like, for the show, because there are people that appreciate it, and I've already got a platform for it, so I'm not going to do that either.
Yeah.
But you guys,
Yeah.
anybody listening, like, even I don't care how big of a platform you got. This message is for you. I'm going to take this screen real quick, Greg, if you don't mind. We are not too big. Nobody's too big to lift a smaller business owner, whatever, up. You're not too big to lift up. Let's say you're a rapper. You're not too big to lift another rapper up, which I've seen a lot of people lift each other up in the last couple months, which is awesome. But you're never too big for that shit. Because the thing is, you might feel like you're on top of the mountain, but you can be knocked off at any time. So be fucking grateful and fucking help each other. Help each other up, because you never know when you'll need help up. Correct, Greg?
100%, man. It's a community. We should all support.
Like,
each
you
other.
never know. You might be on top of that mountain, but if you screw up enough people, you quit promoting or you quit helping each other, and you become that guy, you're going to get knocked off of that mountain. You're not going to have anybody to help you.
Yeah. Yep,
And
that
like,
is true.
and I'm grateful as fuck, because I've had some people that we would consider big names, like we would consider big names in society, and they've just been on the show because they just like the name, they like the vibe and shit. That's what I love. I don't view anybody as celebrity status. There is no celebrity status. There's people that's told me that I'm considered a celebrity where I live, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just you. I just talk on a fucking camera. I say stupid shit. I do stupid shit. I'm just a human.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But you reckon people are being just too sensitive over these little things?
Yeah, people do get sensitive, but I get it though, because on a sponsorship kind of way, they got to think about the crowd. They got to think about the people.
That's true.
People want. But
that is true.
I think especially in this area, in a whole realm of things, though, Gorak, is when it comes to comedy. Comedy either needs to start making a comeback, like being teetering the line still, or comedy's gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that, but like, cancel culture is great if like you are doing shit that's fucking with other people's lives, or you're creating victims in your life, like you're hurting other people. It's one thing to actually be hurting other people and be canceled for it, because yeah, you fucked up, you should be held accountable. But it's another thing to say something that's offensive, or say something that is funny to some people, and you're not hurting anybody. You're just saying something funny, and one person gets upset and getting canceled for something you said. Now, if it's hurting a group of people and you apologize, let the person deal with their punishment or whatever, and then let them come back, because anybody can come back from anything.
Yeah.
Well, Jeffrey Dahmer couldn't have came back, but like, like, people can like make a comeback. You know what I mean? Like, from certain shit. Like, if they say something fucked up, they can make a comeback.
Exactly.
We're all evolving. We're all human beings, bro. Like, fuck.
Sometimes these days now, it's like you say something, and then it spreads all over the internet or wherever, and then they make a big fuss about it. You know what I mean?
You know what happened back when I was a kid when somebody didn't like something?
What's that?
Yeah, here we go. What Just the Facts said. And I love this, man. Thank you for supporting all these years, Dan. I will never forget you, brother. I love you. Now, I know a guy who had a great show, had big-time guests, but he blew it by being an arrogant to his viewers and lost it all. And I think I know who you're talking about.
Can we say it?
I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to call him out on the show, but I am going to leave it in the private chat. It's in the private chat.
That is so true.
I do believe that's who Dan's talking about. No,
yeah,
you can't be that guy. Like, Yeah, you can be like, let's say your niche is like asking fucked up questions, or your niche is like asking off the wall questions, or whatever your niche is. It's okay to be that guy as long as people are comfortable, but it's not okay to get cocky with it and be like, yeah, like I'm this big league guy. I'm only interviewing big name acts. Because those people will see that eventually, and you'll be knocked off that fucking totem pole.
Yeah, it's more like an ego thing too.
Yeah.
You know, like
You got to keep that ego in check.
exactly. You got to keep that ego aside and just be yourself.
Like,
but what you typed in the private chat, not mentioning the name, but like, I do agree.
yeah. I don't know if me and him's talking about the same person, but I think me and Dan's been in the same circles when it comes to like online, like podcasts. So I'm pretty sure I know who he's talking about.
Yeah, but even if it isn't him, but I think like us.
Yeah,
I think it's you know. Him.
And you got to keep your ego in check. There's been times, not like I've not had an ego problem, like where I think I'm the shit, but the ego works two ways though. The ego either works in a way of I'm the shit, I fuck everyone else, and then there's the other spectrum of the ego where you don't feel you're enough, or you have bad anxiety and shit. That's an ego problem too. That's the opposite of ego, of the ego spectrum. There is an ego spectrum. And that's, you need to keep it balanced. You need to have the self-confidence of I can do this, I can do this, I can do better, I can do whatever, but still have the ego in check where you say you can do better, or hey, I will take that criticism, whether I agree with it or not, whether I will actually do what it says or not, I'll at least take the criticism as criticism. I will try to do better. I will have guests on that are smaller, because you don't necessarily need, if you're already at that level, people need your help too. We're helping each other. Like, I'm not going to be that guy to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Like, we've had some big guests on here. We've had, and I don't view them as big guests because they're friends of mine, but like people have told me, hey, they're big guests. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not going to keep chasing those people all the time.
Yeah.
Because I like keeping it real. I like having people on that can have in-depth conversations. And I'm not saying that big people can't, because I've reached out to them. But they're on that boat of like, they get asked to do interviews so much that they don't necessarily have the time. So I don't bug them like that. Unless I already know you. That's like with Fazan. We already know him. With Ryan, we already know him. With Muck, that was a lucky kind of thing. But now we're kind of friends with Muck. Like, the universe drops these people on our laps, I think, Greg.
Yeah. But
take it. And with the ego, I'm sorry, Greg, with the ego thing that I was talking about, if your ego is in balance and you have somebody like a guest that you think of, and this is for any podcaster, this is to help everyone. This is a bit of knowledge I'm going to drop on you guys from the 4 years that I've been doing this, 5 years I've been doing this. If you have a guest idea, don't be afraid to ask it. Don't be afraid to email. Don't be afraid to ask. I befriended a friend of mine, who's relatively in a relatively big act, and me and him just shot the shit and talked. And I never viewed him as famous. I don't view anyone as really famous. I know they're a celebrity status, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And he saw that. He saw that I am like that. And I asked him one day, I'm like, bro, I got a podcast I'm working on. You want to come on? And he said yes. When you're into this field, don't go into it to meet famous people. Don't make that your goal. Go into it wanting to meet interesting people. They will find you.
Then they will to other people.
Yeah, they will
other people.
If you're in it for the fame, if you're in it for meeting famous people, you're in it for the wrong reasons. You're a fanboy at that point.
For the like maybe nearly 3 years for me, maybe.
And the thing is, sorry,
it's been fun. It's actually been pretty good because like meeting a ton of like cool people in it, especially like the ones that I brought on to the show as well, like Calabrese, like
I appreciate that
Calabrese. And I like what you said too. Like I don't like to do the whole fanboy shit.
No, bro.
Um,
Good point.
there's no need for that. Like I see them as just normal, regular people, but they just have better day jobs. You know what I mean?
But I kind of have a bit of an issue in between, though. Is like I don't view them as celebrities or nothing, but like I am a fan.
Same.
Now that's when you can't make that weird though, because the thing is it's okay to be a fan of your friend's music. It's okay to be a fan of your friend's shit. I've got local bands that I'm a huge fan of. I'll go and fucking headbang and dance to their music like they're the biggest act in the world. It's okay to be a fan of your friend's music, but don't take it to the level of like, oh my God, you're like, no.
Yeah. It's
Like you can sing all their lyrics at the stage. They appreciate that, but don't fucking crowd them and be like, can you sign this for this person, this for this? They deal with that already. I don't add more stress to their life.
I'm like that. I'm pretty much like that with, especially like with meet and greets too. You know what I mean? And I understand people pay a lot of money to meet, these bands, and they'd be like, all excited and be like, oh my God, this. But then when I go to these meet and greets, I'm just like, hey, what's going on? Cool show. Nice to meet you. Get my photo, autograph, and that's it. Done. Like it's the same thing. That's the same thing. Like when I remember walking out of the Static X VIP meet and greet thing, and I think it was the singer from Witch Grinder.
Great band.
For anyone that doesn't know who Witch Grinder is, they're an industrial progressive metal band from Melbourne. We had them on the show.
Yeah, we had them on the show.
Awesome. And they walked past. He walked past me and this dude that I was hanging out with. He's like, "Static, you at the Static X VIP meet and greet?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Bro, they were like so fucking awesome. Like being on tour with them. Like you're that guy from Witch Grinder, huh?" He goes, "Yeah." "Oh, nice. You guys sounded pretty cool." And I have a podcast called Pink Sock, so come on, and all that. But like meeting people like that it's fucking cool. But I don't like the whole fanboy shit.
I don't understand it. Like, yeah, I'm a fan of your music. It's cool. Like, it's cool to be a real big fan. Like, I have people that are huge fans of the podcast. They're friends of mine. It's okay to be a fanboy in that aspect. It's not okay like when they're out eating and shit or like being in their life.
Fuck that. No.
And I've totally forgot the whole like I don't know what you'd call it, a patriarchy of fame or whatever. I completely channeled that out. The fame and shit. Like I see you. It's very rare that I get autographs from people.
Yeah.
Like if I see them in public and it's somebody cool, like I'll be like, "Hey, I know you. You write this music. I'm a fan," and that's where it stays. I don't fucking. Can you sign this? And there's nothing against asking for autographs. I'm not saying there is. It's just me personally. I tell them my name and I'm like, hey, like I got a podcast. Let's hook up sometime or let's talk. Like that's why I do this podcast. I don't do it for the fame. I don't do it to like interview celebrities. I do it because I think you're fucking cool. I want to talk to you. I want to pick your brain. And I want to hear your story. We all have stories to tell. I want to hear your story. And even if you come on the podcast again, we all have more stories to tell. We're all living this life, bro. So,
yeah, exactly.
I fucking love it.
Since you gave me the opportunity to do this as well as your wingman, I like to call wingman. Wingman sounds better than co-host.
You're a wingman. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Dude, I should be for the promotional things instead of host and co-host. It should say plain wingman.
Yeah, man. Plain wingman.
I'm the plane. This is my wingman. Go ahead, bro.
Your co-pilot. Your co-pilot.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Pilot and co-pilot.
Yeah.
Finish your thought,
but doing this has been fucking great, dude. Like, obviously, like I've never been a outspoken person or anything. I've always been that shy dude and all that, and just like be like super chill and quiet. But like this definitely boosted up my confidence in like socializing and just talking to people and stuff like that. Like,
That's why
it's a good skill. It's good to have, man. But like
I asked you to do it.
doing this for the last like 3 years or so or whatever. What 3 years? Yeah.
It's been 3 with you, yeah.
Yeah, it's been fucking fun, dude.
It's been great, dude. And like I appreciate all the people that you've introduced into my life that we've spoken with on this show. I'm not even gonna say interview. I love the people that I've had the opportunity to speak with on this show through you, and I'm sure you appreciate the connections that you've made through me, dude. And that's why I asked
100%.
That's why I asked
favorite
you.
guest. Oh, sorry, dude. I was gonna ask you favorite guest.
My favorite guest.
Yeah.
I can't really say because everyone has a different story to tell, dude. And everyone has like their own energy, and I love it all. I don't think we've had a bad guest on this show.
Yeah.
My favorite guest, though, I don't know. Like, can't really say, to be honest, off the top of my head.
It's hard, eh?
I can't. I love everyone, dude. We got more to come. I've got a lot of guests that want to be on the show that's down the pike, dude.
Yeah.
What I would love to do eventually is get you to Ohio and have you on stage.
Yeah.
And like promote Pink Sock on that level and get us to Australia. I like down to earth celebrities who don't view themselves as a god. If Dimebag was still alive, he would do your show, no problem. Gene Simmons, on the other hand, would ask how much. That is true.
that is true. If Dimebag was alive, man, and then Dan introduced Dimebag to us, and he said, "Hell yeah, fuck yeah," just to hang out and stuff. That would be fucking amazing.
That would be. And actually, Dan the man, I don't know if it's still something that is going to happen or not, but I'm going to manifest this to the universe right now. Dan, I have a question. Is Alapino still keen to be on the podcast? I know you have your own show. I don't want to intrude on your guests or whatever you have going on. But if Al Ward still wants to be on the show, I would love to still talk to him. That's something I've been thinking about that I would love to do. There are celebrities I have had to turn down. I don't know if I've mentioned that on the show or not, but there has been people that I've had to turn down. Because I don't know if you know this or not, Greg, but in the old school days of radio, they'd ask how much. They'd ask because you'd pay for that. So there's still celebrities that pay. I did enjoy my weekend, Zach. I'm actually currently medicated on some THC infused coffee. If you guys missed it, I'll show it again. I don't know if you can buy it online or not. I bought it at a vendor, but this shit, it's CBD and THC infused coffee.
Is it just powder? Or is it like beans?
Grounds. Like you can put it in your Keurig and shit.
Yeah, right.
I appreciate that, Dan. If not, it's no big deal, bro. But yeah, it's coffee grounds.
But yeah. Well, see, if I have to pick my favorite guest on this show, will probably have to be Eric 13.
You mean one that
it's only because like he was just fun to have on.
He was. Eric 13 is a very good guest to have. He's a very good friend. Very high 100%. Energy. I love his energy. Like I can like not even be on the show and that dude would take over. Like he's fucking awesome. I love you,
yeah.
Eric, if you're listening.
Yeah, man. Much love to Eric.
Another really good guest we've had. No, that's a really good guest that we've had while you was on the show and shit. Another really good guest. I enjoyed chatting with him just because like I shot the shit cannabis wise and everything. We had a very good vibe going. Was Muck. Muck Sticky. Yeah. He was a good episode. Who else this year? We've had a lot of them. I like Timo. Timo was good.
Yeah, he was fucking awesome. The guys from India. Those guys just dropped their new song or something like that.
Yeah, and also Armored Dawn. What was his name? Jeff Rhodes.
Jeff Rhodes and his shitting his pants story.
Yeah, he shit his pants.
That's so metal.
I love you, Jeff. That's so fucking metal, dude.
Yeah, but, he needs to come back on.
It's like a baby though, or like a friend. Who's your favorite friend? Like it's hard to say when you've got a bunch of them, dude. Like
But even having like Eric Dover on was huge because like I love that the Eyes of the Alice Cooper album, man. I
I'll
still
love,
love that album.
we're bringing him back on, but the next time we're talking just music, because that dude
Yeah.
listens to everything, dude. He listens to fucking everything.
Yeah. But
If you
since
guys
we were
haven't
talking
yet,
of,
sorry to interrupt, Greg. Before we
sorry.
continue, it's something I forgot to say. Uh, Before we continue, guys, please do not forget to hit that subscribe and like button. Bring our subscribers up. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone about Pink Sock. Spread the love. We love you all.
Spread the sock
Go
in
ahead,
a
Greg. Finish your
non-diseased
thought.
way. Since we were talking about Dimebag and stuff like that, have you seen a post that Dimebag's like ex-girlfriend Rito joined up on stage with Pantera singing "Walk"?
That is fucking incredible, dude.
Have you seen that? It's been, I think it's like a couple of weeks or something like that.
No, I did not
But
see that.
seeing Rita and Phil on the same stage now, like singing "Walk,"
That is shocking because like Phil and Dimebag and like Vinny did not get
Rita,
along. And Rita.
yeah, and Rita really hated Phil, if I'm not mistaken. But
I don't
like,
know if Rita hated Phil, but I do know they had a bit of a problem because of the whole race
yeah,
shit at the Dime Bash.
yeah, but like to see that, that's fucking,
That's
that's
fucking
huge.
cool. Hey,
Probably
bro,
like, she probably respected the tribute thing that they're doing. You know what I mean?
probably got that blessing, dude. Check this out. When I was,
Ah, I saw that. Yeah, you dickhead.
I'm a dickhead. What happened is I fucking bro, I was chatting with the people that did the THC infused coffee, and there's a lovely lady. I forget her name. If you are listening, send me a friend request on Facebook because I'd like to get in touch with other ideas, creative ideas like that. She
bro,
crochets.
you just got a dickin'.
She crochets, and she's like, "I'll crochet you a dick." I'm like, "I got one better. Make me a dickicorn." So she fucking made a dick unicorn thing for my head, but I just put it on my hat. I was a dickhead all weekend.
Could you like I could just see you like in the water. Like you just see
Like a
like this
fucking shark.
fucking, yeah, like dick shark, like just like
Fucking the dick floating above the water, just a tip though. I love you, Gorak.
you know, it's just like, oh, I'm not a dick this guy.
By the way, Wednesday, what are we doing for reacts?
Foo Fighters 666 thing
Well, you know what
movie.
I was thinking, bro? I can do one better because
Seen
it
it.
is almost getting close to Halloween time.
Are we dressing up again this year?
We are. We're starting to go into the Halloween theme of things. So how about we start doing horror movies and horror albums and stuff until Halloween?
Yes.
We're gonna start with. I'm gonna ask Austin if he wants to be. Well, not Austin, but you know what I mean. I got tons of friends. I got my buddy Diz. I think I don't know. Somebody wants to be a part of that show. My buddy, I don't know.
I
Matt.
think
I
it's
don't know.
Austin.
Somebody wants to be a part of Studio 666.
Yeah, it
It
was
might,
Austin.
it might even be no. It's Grexy. Grexy wants to be part of the show. Grexy is actually a goblin from another extraterrestrial world. Um, he's like from like some stump or some shit. But Grix, sorry, I had a lot of friends that want to be on the show, so all the people I listed, you will be on the show eventually. But Grixie, I think, wants to be on the show for Studio 666, so I'll see if he can join Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time for Studio 666. For horror movies, though, we're gonna have to get into albums and shit too, dude, because we can get there. There's a lot of fucking horror movies and horror albums we can get into. Fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing Studio 666 this week. Monday we're gonna be live again. I'm gonna go ahead and do a live show. I enjoy doing them. I love talking to you people live. But we have a very special 2 episodes next week because we have Gary Peterson of the Guess Who on the fucking show Friday. It's gonna be awesome. I love it, man.
When I was telling my supervisor at work last week, I'm like, yeah, we got this guy, and I think his name was Jordan Peterson. I'm like, wait, no, wrong name.
We're gonna end up interviewing him, asking him like science questions, and he's the drummer of Guess Who.
Oh yeah, it's like what a name to call a band. Like, guess who's the member from the band? Guess who? Like, like.
All right, bro. So yeah, we'll do Studio 666. We got the Guess Who. We got a lot of fucking cool shit. I fucking love it, bro. This podcast is amazing. Okay. Not to say
see Ghost.
2 weeks you're gonna see Ghost. Not to say anything bad about Rita, but she is all about the fame. I have worked with her in the past and will never do anything with her. So she probably just did it for fame reasons with Phil.
Maybe, yeah. But it was like blowing up all over like social media and shit.
Like she's kind of riding on the coattails, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I don't know her like that. I'm not talking shit or nothing. I'm just talking.
Yeah. But dude, 2 weeks going to see Ghost.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. 2 weeks going to see Ghost, and I think it's 2 weeks. Yeah. 3rd of October is in like 2 weeks, I think.
Is this your first time seeing Ghost?
Yeah.
Let me know how it is. I've not seen Ghost yet.
Yeah, I should do a vlog.
You should.
And just interview the fans and ask them questions like, what made you a Ghost fan? What got you into their music? Without saying Scooby Doo, but like,
yeah, like what got you Ghost though?
It's funny. Zach from Defcom's Lifting always talks about it on one of his episodes on the podcast, and I was like, Ghost, huh? Cool, because he always mentioned about them, and obviously they're huge in the States and shit like that. And the first song I listened to by Ghost was the song called "If You Had Ghost."
That's fucking cool.
And then,
I knew who Ghost was like for a while though, like because they went under the name Ghost BC and then they became Ghost, and like I knew who they was because I had friends in like the scene that listened to them, and like I appreciated the music. I just never really got into it until.
Did you know that Tobias Forge played in the death metal band before Ghost?
Yes, I am familiar. I don't know the name of the band off the top of my head, but I am familiar.
Yeah, with the band. There was like footage of it, but then apparently it kind of failed. But then he wanted Ghost to be a death metal band, but it just wasn't.
Well, I kind of remember in the beginning, people was like, "Oh, it's Tobias Forge that's in Ghost," and they were contemplating whether or not because his previous band had similar vocals.
Okay.
Oh my God! Friday the 13th in October, my man is seeing Ringo Starr of the Beatles.
Oh, on Black Friday. That's pretty cool.
That's Black Friday is on fucking the 13th Friday.
That's good luck, right?
That is good luck. Good luck, Chuck, bro. That is some luck.
It, but go. I think 3rd of October is 2 weeks, correct?
Yes.
Yes, so 2 weeks going to see Ghost, and going to see Billy Vallow in March next year, and apparently Incubus is playing in Wollongong.
Really?
With the band live.
The band live. I don't know if you listened to them or not, but I saw them at Rock on the Range one year, bro. And I wasn't a huge fan at the time. I knew like lightning crashes. And an old mom who dies.
It's like, isn't it the song?
I love you too, Sean.
Is that the Dolphins Cry or something like that?
Yeah, that one. I think that's the name of it. When lightning crashes is the name of it. And an old mother dies. The angel opens her eyes.
Yeah.
There was a second one they had that was a hit too. But like live is a great fucking band in concert. And I fell in love with their music.
Yeah, so live Incubus touring Australia together in 2024.
Incubus is fucking good too, bro.
I like them too. They were like early new metal.
I love it. I love it, bro. Also,
I hope it's an outdoor gig.
I'd like to give a little shout out right now to some podcasts because that's what we do here. We support all kinds of people. I'd like to give a little shout out to WTHC Radio. They're doing big things. They're over there on Facebook. Go look them up. WTHC Radio. You got the Dr. Hippie. I think he goes by Dr. Hippie. He goes by Hippie. He has like a little puppet, a little stoner puppet. It's pretty cool. Like, love it. I've been told I do plan on going to that show. The Alice Cooper Rob Zombie fucking freaks on parade, dude.
There's been a lot of good reviews about that concert, dude. It's been more popular than the stadium tour.
Yeah, like it is a fucking popular ass like tour, and it's crazy because like I'm not judging the dude due to his age. I'm just saying what society would say. Alice is like in his like mid 70s right now, and he's still touring, and it's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, true.
It's amazing.
I would love to see them bring that to Australia, but I highly doubt that.
Oh no, dude! I've heard that they're bringing it to Europe more than likely. At least Alice is coming to Europe. He goes everywhere.
Yeah, unless if there's like another shutdown again, but that's never gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Alice Cooper was still touring during the shutdown.
Yeah, but dude, I would love to see Rob Zombie live again, but with Riggs.
Oh, I'd love to see him with the Riggs, dude. Riggs is a fucking. If you guys don't know what we're rambling about right now, Rob Zombie had a guitarist. He's a metal artist. He had a guitarist by the name of Mike Riggs many years ago, and this is like their first thing they've been doing together for like maybe 2 decades.
20 years.
Yeah, like it's fucking wild, dude. I listen to all types of music, which makes it hard to talk music on here because I got friends that listen to like EDM and shit. They listen to rap. My brain's everywhere, but I love every one of you. I've got some people saying they love me in the chat, so I just figured I'd throw that out there. But I appreciate you, Dan, for reaching out to Al. I'd love to have him on the show, talk some cool stories. Greg, is there anything else you want to talk about, brother? Because I'm probably going to get off here. I'm probably going to drink some. I got this killer tea. I'm not a fan of their coffee because it's sticking to the bottom of the mug. This might too. I'm going to try it, though. It's Mudwater, a company that I've been trying. This one is Chaya tea, and it's got some turkey tail, reishi, lucuma, valerian root, passion flower. Those are the mushrooms that's in it. It's also got turmeric, cinnamon, ashwagandha, and chamomile.
Oof.
Which ashwagandha is supposed to be really good for up here. I take it in pill form, but I might not today since I'm drinking this. But it's supposed to help with your mental clarity.
That's good.
I don't know what it is exactly. I just see the name everywhere, and that's what they say it's good for.
Coffee to me now just doesn't really have that effect.
This is tea. It's
same with coffee. Tea for relaxing, but for like energy boosting and stuff like that, it doesn't.
Well, this doesn't necessarily give you energy. There's no caffeine in this, Greg. This is this one doesn't have caffeine. Some does. Some of it has cocoa powder. This is just like it's kind of like tea, but it's not. It's you add it to hot water and you stir it, but it has like mushrooms in it instead of like coffee and stuff. So it's pretty good. It's a good company. It's just they cake in the bottom sometimes, and that happens with like natural shit.
Well, yeah. My partner is a big tea drinker. She can't drink coffee.
Well, this isn't, I don't know what to call it because it's not tea and it's not coffee.
It's herbal water, herbal powder. Who knows?
Herbal powder. They sell it in like a coffee form that has cacao in it, which is pretty fucking good. I don't know if you know what cacao is, but it's basically cocoa, but it's like not processed as much. It's like the ground fucking chocolate.
Stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Sounds
really.
all right.
It's good for you, and it actually has. You ever have like dark chocolate that's like really bitter? It has that bitter chocolate taste. So if you like your chocolate fucking toffee, yeah, it's called toffee. I think that's what it's called. I don't fucking know. But
but like, yeah, but I've actually been doing the whole intermittent fasting thing too the last
I
week.
tried that, dude. But over this weekend, I had the munchies like a mug, dude. I had last night. I had a brownie, dude.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Here, have this brownie." I'm like, "Fuck it," I ate it, dude. I only slept 5 hours last night, but it was the best 5 hours. It's the best fucking 5 hours I ever had. My Fitbit told me I had an hour and 2 minutes of deep sleep and an hour and 20 minutes of REM, when normally I get a lot less than that, bro. So like
it's fucking been good for me, dude. Like I don't eat to midday, or for you guys noon. So I eat from like 12 p.m. to like 8 p.m.
So do you like?
And I feel good.
When do you quit eating though? Like I know you started
8 p.m.
See, I would quit eating at like myself personally at 6, and then I start eating at like 8 or 9 in the morning because like
yeah,
I have to have that energy in the morning of food.
See, like if you start eating at 11 and then you finish at 7, you know what I mean? So
I have a question.
It's always like an 8-hour window.
I have a question.
Yep.
Okay, this might be dumb, so I'm going to look at the back of this. When you're intermittent fasting, since that's something that you're into, and I've been wanting to get into it too because I know it helps like cure organs and do all kinds of crazy shit. Coffee does not count as breaking a fast as long as you don't have it with something with calories.
Yeah, like milk or sweetener or other stuff.
So THC infused coffee would not break a fast.
So it's got no calories?
0 calories because it's all herbal. Cannabis doesn't have calories.
Well, I've actually had a look on what you can drink, like when you're on your fast. So like tea.
Yeah, but like infused coffee would still count because it doesn't have
Then you should be sweet with that. Then
it has carbs though, but it doesn't have calories.
Okay.
It says right here 0 calories per serving. However, it does have 1 gram of saturated fat, 6 grams of carbs, and 1 milligram of sodium.
Yeah.
So it's not enough to really fuck anything up because I think they said like you can have like small minuscule amount of shit, but you can't have like.
Well, I've been doing it for about a week now, so it's actually pretty good because like once I finish at 8, because normally when I normally have late snacks around between like 8:30, 9 or whatever it is. But for the past week, it's apart from the weekends, I break the fasting on the weekends so I can fucking just eat and shit. But like from Monday to Friday, I fast. But
I understand fasting, and I'm sorry if I interrupted you again. I truly do apologize. The thing with fasting though is the reason why it's healthy for you and shit. I don't know how like fasting for days is healthy, but like intermittent is kind of healthy for you because you got to think our ancestors didn't have food on hand at all times. They'd go hours without eating because they didn't have the resources.
That's the same with like I guess with Asian people, right?
Asian people?
Yeah, like certain like they have like their own religion or something when they fast.
Yeah, they have a fasting religion and also
I believe there's a place
Dan's been intermittent fasting and he lost like a fucking few pounds, dude. And I'm proud of him for that. It's hard.
I feel so much better. My sleeping patterns when I first started doing it, when I'm not doing the podcast as well. I've been getting like at least 7 to 7.5 hours sleep at night, which is good.
That is
and
good.
I feel much better in the morning. I don't crave for food till midday and stuff. Like if I'm doing it at work and I eat at midday, I'll just eat a protein bar.
So I do have a question for you there, Gorak.
So yeah.
Do you do more protein or more carbs for your energy? Because I know your body does either or. Like protein's like a longer source of, but carbs is like a now. Do you do more like complex carbs or do you do more like protein?
Balance.
See, I find myself doing more carbs. Like I'll do protein at each meal, but like throughout the meals, like snacking and shit, I'll find myself eating more fruit. I'll find myself eating like a piece of like whole grain bread, like organic that doesn't have all the added shit. And I view it as it's not bad. It's earth carbs. It's not like I'm eating a fucking chocolate bar. For protein though, I go for protein too. I go for a mixture of the both because I'll eat Greek yogurt and that's both.
Yeah.
Like if I feel like I need protein but I don't want to eat meat, I'll eat like Greek yogurt. I'll drink a glass of milk. I'll have a nut butter. I'll have something that isn't. I'll have like I get these what are they fucking called? Sorry. It's these little green pod things, edamame. I'll get that and you get it like roasted in a bag. And I get that to snack on. As for protein, like meat wise, I'll eat a serving of meat a day or two. I'll have like 2 servings of meat a day. I try not to go too far over that because like that's when you start gaining weight again. Is if you have too much protein, you're not working it off. Too much of anything.
Yeah, I would probably highly recommend it to people just to do the whole intermittent fasting thing. You know,
I'm thinking about it, dude. I might not do like a really long period of it, but like I'm thinking about like to stop myself from eating at night because I feel chest pains and shit whenever I've eaten shit, especially at night. Stop eating at 6 and then eat when I wake up, like an hour after I wake up.
Yeah,
like, do it like that.
There was this app that I had on my phone, and I was having a look at it and stuff like that. You could there's like a 48-hour fast.
Fuck
when
that.
you don't eat for 2 days.
I've seen that, and I've seen people that go 3 days without eating.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. I could do like the intermittent, but I can't do a full fucking days and shit, dude. I can't.
Yeah. It's pretty wild, eh?
I don't feel like I need to lose more weight. Like that's for people that's like, I want to lose weight, so I'm just gonna not eat for days. And now, when I was a kid, though, you know what we called fasting?
What's that?
Almost payday. We can't fucking afford to eat.
Yeah, true. I like that one.
We called that fucking almost payday. I was fasting before it was cool, motherfuckers. But yeah, like it was fucking killer, man. Like,
but I feel good. Like, it's like I'm eating at midday, you know, throughout, you know, the whole day till 8 p.m. Like I don't feel like I'm crashing during the day, you know what I mean? Because I'm not eating anything in the mornings or anything before, you know, lunchtime.
I've been told that. I've been told it also brings up your energy because your body is actually digesting all the shit from the day before instead of loading up more and more shit, which is what I want to do. But I found myself hungry though, and I've been told to follow my hunger cues, so I just eat whenever I'm hungry, and I just keep eating.
Yeah, I eat water. Water will fill you up.
I drink water. It don't help. Water don't help.
Really?
Sometimes it don't help, dude. I'll be drinking water and I'm still fucking hungry, so I go eat something.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's all in the mindset as well, too, man. Like sometimes your brain will just tell you don't eat, or you know, eat. You know, but
and sometimes you should.
Since I've been doing it for the last week, I feel good.
Well, sometimes your mind says eat when you shouldn't be eating, and you know you shouldn't be eating, but you're eating anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I fucking hate doing late night snacks.
Yeah, the thing is though, bro, we're all just here for like a limited amount of time. do what makes you happy. But the thing, as long as you don't hurt people. But the thing is, I want to have a better quality of life, and that's why I'm trying to eat healthy.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
just want to enjoy life, man, and just fucking stay happy, stay healthy, fucking just.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm getting at because, like, there for a while I was stressing about my health and shit. And I'm like, I need to be healthy, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, now I'm not enjoying life anymore. So like, I need
I'm pushing 38 and in December, and I'm still feeling good.
yeah, like I need to like start enjoying life and focusing on my diet at the same time.
I could tell you who hasn't aged a bit though.
Who?
My brother.
Your brother, dude.
He's 41 and he still looks the same like from like maybe 15 years ago.
We need to have him on the podcast, dude.
Like he still has hair at 41, as in 37. My hair's fading.
However, you rock it, dude. You look great. I'm gonna probably end this podcast soon because we are at an hour, and I just realized that. Gorak, I'm gonna have some of this tea and chill out. Is there anything that you want to promote or talk about?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Well, I love you guys, and Wednesday we're going to be talking about Studio 666. We're going to be doing that, jumping down that little rabbit hole. I love you guys, and as always, live long, rock hard. We out of here.
Spread the sock and don't be a doc.